From an undisclosed location in North America, you're watching Card to Card. And this is a pretty creepy episode, I'm not going to lie. Kind of creeps me out. I'm glad I don't live in this area. But this is the card, The Black Dog of the Hanging Hills. And this is from the Seance set. This is not a first edition. I did not grab this is actually the big box version. But it's also in the regular set there. And this is a really nice artwork there by Lily. And as you can see, you have like looks like a dog wearing a sheet or something, holding some kind of orb, and is like in a graveyard. And there's some bats in the sky. Yeah, pretty creepy. But what in the world is the Black Dog of the Hanging Hills? I had never heard of this cryptid before, but this is a real thing. So the legend of the Black Dog of Hanging Hills, it's a very spooky tale from South Central Connecticut. And the Hanging Hills are, actual place you can go see. There's volcanic rock ridges that formed like back in the days of the dinosaurs. This area is full of dramatic ridges and cliff faces, and I actually have a picture here of the area just to kind of like set the tone of this story here. So let's go ahead and show that. Well, if I can find it. There it is. Okay. So as you can see there, you have cliffs, you have this interesting little tower there. But this is the area that we're talking about. So you can get that in your mind. So this particular area of the Hanging Hills is called Hubbard Park. And it has many trails. There's a lake there. And numerous sightings of a very creepy black dog. Now, this dog has been seen all the way back to the late 1700s, so way back. But the first documented sighting that's like actually documented, this was back in 1891, where there was this New York geologist, and we don't know his complete name, but his initials are FS, Fox Sierra. He was researching these rock formations, and he noticed there was this black dog, and he was following FS just on his hike when he was going to look at these rock formations. But the dog would never make a sound. And he also noted that there was no footprints or tracks left by the dog. Now, I don't know if he was just walking on rocky ground or if he was in dirty areas, but they did note that. And at some point, the dog just vanished and was not seen for the rest of the day. So 3 years later, in 1894, FS, he came back to that area with Herbert Marshall. Herbert Marshall was another geologist from the Institute or something. And FS mentioned that he had seen this black dog following him around. And Marshall said that he had seen the dog 2 other times while in the area. So the next day, after they stayed overnight and camped there, the next day after leaving their camp, they both saw the black dog again, and again just kind of following them around, not making any sound, just hanging out in the area. And shortly after seeing the dog, Marshall fell to his death when the rock that he was standing on gave way. So they were up by those cliffs. And very unfortunate. Well, FS, he fled the area, of course, to go, get the authorities. And the black dog vanished. You didn't see it after that incident. So we fast forward another 3 years. This is now 1897. And FS was back at the area, that same general area that Marshall had died. And we could never really know what happened next, because they found FS also dead from a fall from that cliff. and pretty much the same general area as Marshall. So that makes you wonder, did he see that black dog on that trip out there? Of course, we're never going to know. But this all birthed the legend of the black dog, and it was solidified. The legend being that you do not want to see the dog 3 times, or your fate is sealed to die. So a lot of people can say, "Oh, well, it's just old fable," but there have been sightings down to this day of the black dog, and people often, after they see this black dog, they refuse to go back to that area, which I don't blame them, knowing the history out there. And there's been a lot of people that have died out there. We don't know if they saw the black dog a 3rd time and then died or what, but it's a dangerous area to be around. And like I said, people, they often refuse to go back to that area after they've seen the black dog, and that only serves to verify that these are likely authentic sightings. So we actually have a video. This has to be from like the 70s, I think, or maybe early 80s. But it was a news report talking about these black dog incidents. So let's go ahead and roll that.
Storyteller David Phillips.
This is legendary country. All one has to do is take a look, Diane, at the rough terrain. Can you imagine this place in the snows of February and realize what a dreary place it could be with the winds howling around here?
And death has come to this place.
Death has indeed come to this place, apparently on many occasions.
Local legend has it that death has coincided with the appearance of an enchanted animal, the legendary black dog of West Peak. The canine is described as a friendly, nondescript spaniel-type dog with 2 supernatural qualities. He barks without making a sound and leaves no paw print, even in the snows of winter. And, according to the legend,
that if you see the dog once, it is for joy. The 2nd time one sees the dog, it is for sorrow. If you see the dog the 3rd time, you die.
Okay. So we saw the black dog in that video, didn't we? I don't know if it was the black dog, but they had a black dog there. And that was the area, that Hubbard Park. So what is going on here? Is this a real dog? What do you think? Put down in the comments, guys. What is the black dog legend? If it is a real dog, so it can't be the same dog, because dogs do not live that long. So is there like a feral pack of these black dogs in that area that, people are seeing? I mean, they're only seeing one dog at a time, too. That's another thing. So if it was a pack, you'd think that they would kind of be together. And the dogs don't seem to be afraid of people. They seem friendly, but just don't make any noises and don't leave tracks. So that makes people think that this is maybe an eerie coincidence, or the black dog is some sort of warning or like a harbinger of impending death. So, are any of you guys from Connecticut, have you ever seen this black dog? Very interesting story there, and definitely deserving to be in this set of a seance. Very creepy. What do I think? I think the people are seeing an actual dog. I don't think it's like a ghost dog. I think maybe there's some actual black dogs like that have become feral or something, or just in the area. And feral animals don't have the same fear of humans that a wild dog would. So I think they're seeing actual dogs, and I think I wouldn't want to go back there again. If I saw a black dog, it'd freak me the crap out, and I wouldn't want to go back. But I don't know if this is just coincidence that these guys saw the dog 3 times and died. I just think it's not a very safe area to be in. If cliffs can give away and you die falling down the cliff. So I personally Probably wouldn't want to go walk around by the cliffs, especially if I see a black dog. So if you're in Hubbard Park and maybe you're out looking at that tower, you need to definitely keep your eyes out. Oh, and we didn't really look at the art yet. So the art on this really doesn't match the story very much, but the little Easter eggs do. It says date of birth 1891. That matches up. Hanging Hills, Connecticut. So it's definitely talking about this same black dog. And the flavor text says, without making a step or sound, the black dog of Hanging Hills approaches doomed casters and provides them with words of warning for things to come. So they definitely, the Mezu people definitely feel like that is a harbinger. Kind of like the Banshee. The Banshee is supposed to be seen right before, something really bad is going to happen. It's just you don't want to see this black dog a third time or your fate is sealed. So definitely keep your eyes out, as we just said a little bit ago.